Hey, welcome to PopCast, a crowd-sponsored yo-yo show. Huge shout out to John Anderson and Taka from Spin Gear and all the rest of my sponsors over on patreon.com/DocPop for making these shows possible. My name is Doc. Here today, I'm hanging out with Angelo Aguirre, who is a professional yo-yoer, part of Team SF Yoyos, has over 1.6 million followers on TikTok, and his most recent video, which I think is posted less than 24 hours ago, already has 2.5 million views in just its first 24 hours. Angelo, how are you doing today?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well, man. Let's get into it. Tell me about how you got into yo-yoing.
So it was my cousin that introduced me to it. Um, Ned went to his school that day, and he got a yo-yo from Ned, and he already learned like the basic tricks, like rock the baby and stuff. Like that day, it was crazy. And he came home to my house that day after school, and I just got out of school too. So we met at my house, and he's like, "Dude, look what I got! Look what I got!" And he was showing me all these like yo-yo tricks with the Ned yo-yo. I don't know. I think it was the Cosmic Spin is what he got.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then so I was like, dude, that's cool. And pretty much, I was already hooked the first second. So like I think the next day or some day that week, I went to Big Five Sporting Goods and I got this yo-yo called the Zombie. It was this beginner metal yo-yo. It was like very skinny. And yeah, that's what I pretty much started learning on. And then yeah, we just both started learning tutorials together. Like after school, we would meet up in my house and just learn as much as we can that day. And yeah, we would just do that for months and months and months.
It all started with a Ned visit, the traveling yo-yo show that kind of sells yo-yos to schools and stuff. They visited your
Yeah,
school and kind of got you and your friends hooked. The Zombie,
yeah.
man, that was a that was a yo-yo. It was like the first kind of low cost aluminum yo-yo, or one of them. It was a clone of the Silver Bullet 2, which at the time was like $100, and I think the
hmm
Zombie was like $20 or something shocking.
Yeah, it was just at a Big Five Sporting Goods like store. It was just sitting there. I was like, dude, that looks cool. So just picked it up. And yeah.
So you've been yo-yoing for about 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Were you competing? Have you been, has competition been part of your kind of career?
Yeah, I started competing in 2012, so like a year and a half after I started. Because my grandpa actually took me and my cousin to 2011 Cal States as a surprise, and like that was when I was like, dude, I want to be around this more. I want to do this. Like I saw Jensen and everybody, and
Mhm.
like I met them and everything. And I was like, dude, yeah, I want to be around this atmosphere more. So that's when I was like, okay, let me practice. Let me, you know, start competing. So Cal States 2012 is when I started.
Right on. And you've been doing yo-yo videos. Like SF has some dope like 3 minute long videos, like clip
hmm
videos.
Yeah.
Um, you've been doing those for a while, and they've been sick. And then it just kind of seems like, I mean, maybe I just missed it, but it just seems like one day I was like, oh, like he's like totally a TikToker now. Like just,
Yeah.
there's the long form kind of clip videos, that look like all other yo-yo videos. And then,
hmm
just like your TikTok stuff, which has its style. And
hmm
I'm just wondering, like, how did that happen? Did it just like you posted something and it went viral right away and you just kind of like learned to tune into it?
Yeah, so pretty much how I got into TikTok is actually one of my friends, shout out to him, his name is Elliot. He was like, dude, like I think you could really like blow up on there. Like he told me this, I remember this actually, we were in his room and he told me he's like, dude, you need to hop on this. And I thought it was stupid at the time, but I was like, you know what, let me try it. So my first video, like if you go all the way down, it's a video of me in his room and he has like LED lights and like I did like something to the beat of the song Go Stupid. And that actually did pretty good for my first video. It got like, I don't know, a couple thousand views, which I thought was a lot. Cause on Instagram, I wouldn't really get that much as TikTok already. So I was like, okay, let me post another one. And then my second video ever got 200,000 views. And I was like, dude, I mean, he was right. So like, yeah, that's pretty much how it started. And then I just started being consistent like in November of 2020. And yeah, that's pretty much
Are
how it
you
started.
all my friends who are TikTok famous are the sort of people that also dive into the analytics and like they tweak and kind of like it seems like it seems like there's a lot of conscious effort to put in it to something that looks so effortless.
Honestly, it's even harder than filming trick circles like now because over time, I don't know what it is, but the simplest tricks can become your hardest tricks when you're in front of the camera. When you're doing it in front of the camera like every day, like for example, like the DNA, like I can barely do it anymore, surprisingly, because I do it all the time. So it's like, yeah, like it definitely is a lot of pressure, but you just gotta pull through it while you're filming. But yeah, that's something I'm trying to learn myself.
DNA, since you brought that up, DNA kind of has this reputation, I think, on the non TikTok half of yo-yoing, like the people who are still just on IG or whatever.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, they're just complaining about it. And I think it would be funny if I was walking down the street and I was yo-yoing and someone asked me to do like the DNA or tornado bind instead of walk the dog, like
Oh yeah, for
like that'd be
sure,
dope. Like I'd be
for
so much
sure.
happier. Has
No,
that happened to
yeah.
you? Has anyone in the public kind of like been like, "Hey, can you do DNA?"
Oh yeah. Yeah, this actually happened like a week ago. I was chilling with my friends at his apartment complex, and there were like these group of kids that like knew me from TikTok. It was a huge group of kids, and they all like it was cool. Like they all came in, they were like, "Dude, do the DNA, do the DNA." And yeah, that's pretty much like the mainstream trick now, like the trick that comes to people's heads
Yeah.
now. Like even like Curdy texted me and he was like, "Oh, like yeah, I was at camp teaching kids and they only asked for the DNA and stuff." And I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." But yeah, that's pretty much that trick took over Walk the Dog for sure.
So I think on TikTok you you might be like the second most followed yo-yoer on TikTok.
Um, Third.
Third?
Yeah,
Oh,
third.
like there's a shoe
No,
Shikata. Yeah.
Shu, I think he's at like a couple 100,000. It goes me and then I think Hunter and then Betty. Hunter's at 1.8. Betty's at almost 2 million.
And Gentry, where's he at? I thought he'd be a couple
Um,
mil.
he doesn't really post as much as he used to, but he's almost at 800K. I think
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Last time I
Okay.
checked.
So you're the third most popular yo-yoer, and I'm just kind of wondering what it's like to have, this following and this voice. Like I feel like you are an ambassador for yo-yoing. What does it feel like to have that many followers?
Yeah, it feels great. To me, it's not just, like, oh, I have followers, like I've always wanted to build like a community of millions of people online, like in a good way, like to spread, positivity and like the love of yo-yoing. Like I've always wanted to do that. But yeah, it's a dream come true, honestly, and like I'm just getting started, and I know like my community is going to grow bigger and yo-yoing is going to be pushed out more for sure. Like that's my goal.
Are you going to be able to leverage that into selling a yo-yo or something like that? Do you have like a new signature yo-yo on the way? That's
Oh, dude, yes. Yes, I'm going to be selling yeah, selling yo-yos. Um I do not have like a signature yet, but I'm gonna like try to make one because I'm new to like how yo-yos work. Surprisingly, for how long I've been yo-yoing, I don't really know how to like make a yo-yo or like how to make a yo-yo this certain type of way or whatever. I'm still trying to learn, but yeah, once I learn like how to make a yo-yo that is suitable for me and for TikTok, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
well,
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah, that's something cool to keep out for. I guess I got one more question about kind of that TikTok lifestyle. Are you part of the TikTok Creators Fund?
Yeah.
And like we don't have to get into details or anything, but like I was reading an article with an influencer who's about the same ballpark as you, like 1.5 million followers on TikTok. They're on the TikTok fund. They were talking about like I think they were talking about their income being like close to 20K a month, but
Mhm.
that wasn't the TikTok fund. That was a largely I guess brands wanting to kind of sponsor them or
Yeah,
whatever.
brand deals, yeah.
Yeah, like and the TikTok fund was like closer to like the hundreds, maybe less than 1,000. Like
Yeah.
you're not full time TikTok, I guess is what I'm saying.
I'm slowly getting there. like I'm actually slowly getting there from just the creator fund, surprisingly. Like I'm very thankful for that. But I just started getting like brand deals like last month, so it's crazy.
Nice.
Very crazy. Yeah.
Nice. Who's your first brand? Has that been posted yet?
No, it's actually this I can talk about it, but it's this toothbrush company actually. It's cool. They're like yeah, they're pretty much just like, like how every other brand deal works. They pay you to put a video out, and I'm pretty sure they're giving me like a promo code or whatever
Yeah.
for people that want to buy it. But yeah, it's cool.
David Bieber, who's one of my Patreon sponsors, is wondering if there's a downside to having so many followers.
Honestly, I can't really think of one.
That's
I
cool.
yeah, it's just all upsides. Like I'm just all I think about is just this. I have this wonderful community with like millions of people, well, soon to be millions, and like all I can do is just spread, positivity and light, and you know, I don't know. I don't really see a downside to it
Cool.
right now, at least. Maybe there'll be something like because every creator goes through something, but for now, I'm happy with what I have.
So, what are the tricks you're most proud of?
Oh, like I've posted on TikTok.
Yeah.
The one that I just posted like a day ago, that one that you mentioned in your intro.
Hmm.
Um, the one with the Bella Porch song. It was the first Bella Porch song, but I posted it on Instagram and it got like 6 million. I'm proud of that one. And
Yeah.
then the Cradles one, the song Cradles by Suburban, I did like a trick to it, like a beat trick to it. Um, and my Godspeed combo, that's fun. The
Do you
multi-challenges.
have one Godspeed combo and you're doing the same combo with just different yo-yos and stuff?
Yeah, just different yo-yos. I'm in the middle of doing that series right now. I have a lot more, which I'm looking forward to filming. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought I'd ask you this trick, and you talk about like some slack move or something, but you're
hmm
kind of more focusing on like the music as an element. Is that do
hmm
do you start with the music before you post these, or is the music an afterthought?
Oh, it's with the video. Like I film it with the music in the background. So
Hmm.
like I do it on beat, like to the music, like how I would at a contest.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
cool. What was the first yo-yo you fell in love with? I know you had that zombie, but what was the first yo-yo that's like the one you still covet or whatever?
I wish I still had it, but the Yo-Yo Jam Revolution was my
Yeah.
first like pro yo-yo, and I'm never gonna forget that yo-yo for sure. I wish I still had it because Yo-Yo Jam is not around anymore, but
Mhm.
man, but yeah, that's the first yo-yo I was like, oh my goodness.
Now that you've kind of found this like TikTok audience and you kind of found a beat on there, when contests come back around, are you going to kind of like change gear, like start practicing posting less on TikTok and like focusing on contests?
Honestly, I want to be consistent with both. Like set like a couple hours to practice and this time to film or whatever. I don't know. I think it might come to a point of that, but um, I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna take competing seriously when it comes back because I honestly like I love content creating so much better than competing. Like I just love it so much more. But but yeah, I'll probably just compete for fun and like show my new tricks and everything that I've been practicing during this whole this lockdown or whatever.
I want to ask you about some tips for social media. So
Mm.
I shared a video with you, my mini Panzer video. I posted it on Instagram yesterday or whatever, and it barely did more than it took a lot more work to make, right? But like it barely did more than it was like 300 likes or whatever. I usually get like
Uh-huh.
200 likes. I
Yeah.
haven't posted it on TikTok yet. So here are the questions I have for you. Like,
Okay.
does time of day matter for posting a TikTok?
Dude, I was getting asked this yesterday actually, but um, I think it depends. I think when you're first starting it does, but when you've kind of built, your following or your audience or whatever, you've established like your set audience. I don't think it matters. But when you're first starting, I think it does for sure.
So what time of day would be good for like a beginner? Like early in the morning?
Yeah, well, for TikTok, um, I would post like at like yeah, like near in the morning or like early afternoon. And then if I'm posting multiple videos that day, my second one would be in the evening, like, like maybe like 4 to 6. But yeah, just one early in the day and one kind of at like evening to nighttime
And
for
then
sure.
descriptions. I notice you don't even use any hashtags. I'm not seeing them. Do
Yeah.
descriptions really matter on TikTok?
I think so a little bit. Um, but yeah, like when I had stopped using hashtags, my videos would get pushed out more. I don't know why, but I tested it out because I saw like a video on it, like don't use hashtags and see what happens or whatever, those type of videos.
Mhm.
But I was like, okay, let me try. And like that's when like things started like going even more uphill from there. I think it's different for everybody though. But um, what matters more than the description is like um, the first like second to 2 seconds of the video. Like I think that matters the most out of the whole, video itself, because that's what, like grabs the person's attention. Because on TikTok, the attention span is so low. Like it's lower than any other platform. Like it's only 1 second, and if it's not interesting, people just scroll. So, but yeah.
What about music? Do you like some people say, you need to find a popular song and kind of ride the popularity of that. Is that
Mm.
something you found to be true?
Yeah, actually, I was just that the last video I posted, that was a test to that question that you just asked, because that's a trending song. And I was like, let me see if this like goes like crazy, because it's a popular song. And yeah, it actually worked. So I from my experience from that 24 hours from that post, yeah,
Cool.
I think it does. Yeah.
So yeah, the video I sent you, it's 50 seconds long. It's me playing with the mini Panzer, and it's sort of a review. I was kind of
Okay.
hoping it would be something that would do well on viral. Just because it's such a weird seeing someone yo-yo with this little tiny gold-plated yo-yo. I'd love to hear your suggestions for how to make it more TikTok-able.
Okay. Is it on your Instagram? I can watch it on my phone right now.
Whoosh. This is the world's smallest unresponsive yo-yo. It's machined in brass, then plated in gold.
What the heck?
Let's
That's
give it
so
a
cool.
spin.
That is so
Here's
cool.
a split bottom mount and a boing boing. Back to the hand. This
Hmm.
is gondola.
Dang.
Branding. The gyroscopic flop, 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 flop.
Okay.
And skin the gerbil. This yo-yo weighs about 22 grams and is about 3/4 of an inch tall. It's close to the size of a dime. It's much smaller than a normal yo-yo. Here's a normal yo-yo, just so you can kind of, you know, get a feel for how those things are.
Nice. Okay. No, that's a good video though. I like it. Okay. But what I would do, this is what I would do though. So, you say like, here's the smallest yo-yo, and then I would put like the specs and stuff in the beginning, like right after you say that. Like, okay, look at this yo-yo, guys, and then show like the specs, or be like, this is smaller than this or whatever. And then do a trick with it, and then like just do one trick, and then at the end of the video be like, comment what tricks you guys want me to, you know, do, cause so you can create a series with it. So people will be like, okay, do this, do like gyroscopic flop with your smallest yo-yo, and be like, okay, this is gonna be difficult, but whatever, let's do it. But yeah, I'm the type of person that likes making series stuff. Like I don't just like showing everything in one video. Like I don't know. For example, like my emoji challenges. I like made a series out of that. Like I only did do 4 or 3 a video, and then let the comments decide which ones to do next, to like make a series or whatever. And the same with like the Godspeed. Like I don't do my Godspeed with like like 3 years in one video. Like I do it with like my heaviest, and then people are gonna say, okay, do it with your lightest now. Okay, lightest, or do it with your cheapest. Okay, more so. Like I just like
Yeah.
making series.
I was planning on making this a series. As a matter of fact, I
Mhm.
even tried recording a horizontal video last night. I spent an hour with that thing, dog, and like, like
Oh my
I could get
goodness.
all the way up to the bind, and I missed the bind every time or whatever. But like, yeah, it
Mm.
just I was like, screw this. I'm putting. I don't want to play with this show anymore. But like,
Yeah.
the idea of like, I kind of felt like maybe the video was too long for TikTok, so maybe just chopping it up just so I can
Mhm.
cannibalize it for like other stuff, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And instead of shooting more, just use what I have.
Yeah, and
The
people
tricks I
love
did
like
learn.
quick. I don't know what it is with TikTok, but they love this quickness in a video. Like they just want everything to get over with in a video. Like
Yeah.
they want everything to be so fast. Like I don't know, like for example, like if I did my Godspeed video, like say someone said, "Okay, do your Godspeed with your most expensive." Like if I make that so long, like if I'm like, "Do my Godspeed with my most expensive," and I'm like taking forever to like do or whatever, then it won't get as many like views, you know? But if I'm just like, okay, do costume my expensive? Okay, it might be hard, but okay, let's do it. You know,
Mhm.
it's just all about the pace too. Like it's definitely keeping the pace up in a video, especially for TikTok. But like for YouTube, it doesn't really matter because that's a platform where people can just sit through a video. Like, they can wait minutes for like value. But like TikTok, it's not like that. Everything has to be so quick. But yeah, it's all about pace, all about like the storyline of the TikTok and like the series part that I mentioned, like for in my opinion. Yeah.
So you mentioned YouTube. You still, I kind of thought once things blew up on TikTok, you would just stop posting clip videos, but it looked like you still kind of put some effort into long form clip videos, which in themselves, it seems like they've already been kind of going away. Like I was stoked
Yeah.
to see you do that just in general, regardless of the fact that you're also known for super short videos. Do you think you're going to keep making clip videos? And if so, like what's the appeal there?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm planning on making POV videos soon. I just got a GoPro like a couple months ago, but um, I've been using my GoPro for tutorials, but not like clip videos yet. But the reason why I haven't um posted any more clip videos or like lost consistency in YouTube is because I wanted to like focus more on TikTok, obviously. Like I want to grow that to its full potential first. Because like um I don't know if you know who Bella Porch is. Do you know her from TikTok?
No.
Well, so she pretty much used her TikTok platform. She has like almost 80 million right now, but she used that to start off her music career on YouTube, like, and like Spotify. So I was like, dude, like, let me do that. Because like her YouTube is like at 5 million and she only has like two videos. And I was like, that's a good tactic, low key. So I was like, you know what, let me like take a break from YouTube and let me grow my TikTok to its full potential first. And then maybe I'll go into YouTube. But yeah, I'm trying out that method right now and seeing how it goes.
One of my first posts to TikTok did pretty well, got millions of views, and then some other stuff around there did well. And I just felt like I was kind of on a pace. I was making videos, but the videos felt really hard to make, like way harder than doing a trick circle. And
Yeah.
I'm the sort of person who, because like I don't really have a career at stake or anything on it, like I just want to not hate yo-yoing, So like
Yeah.
I just kind of I think I
Yeah.
just stopped posting on TikTok because I felt like this pressure that they had to be better videos, and on Instagram I could just have fun and show like a new trick.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I am with the TikTok thing right now. I kind of hate that. I wish I was just still sharing on there because there's people on there that not a lot, but there's people that enjoy seeing the videos, and I enjoy the
Yeah.
interactions and stuff. It's all
Mhm.
on me that I built it up in my head.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from though, because like when I first started, I was the same way. I was like, man, like this is too much. Like what am I, you know, like why do I gotta like make a perfecting 15-second video every day? Like it's just too much for me. But then like I don't know, something just clicked. I was just like I really like just want to like go far with this, I guess it's all a mindset too. Like it depends like how far you want yourself to go, like on TikTok or whatever, or just anything like any platform. Um, but yeah, it definitely does get frustrating sometimes, but you know, I just always come back to like the reason why I'm doing it in the first place. Like I still want to like I want to make people happy. I want to make millions of kids happy and stuff. So that's why I still do it. Yeah.
Kind of thinking back on this, you got into this because the Ned show came to your school
Mm.
and it encouraged you to pick up a yo-yo. Do you think you've already like found like someone's found you and found yo-yoing through you that's going to be the next famous yo-yo, or do you think that's already happened?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Cool.
Slightly. I'm still building, but yeah, I
Cool.
think for sure. Yeah, people tell me like all the time, like they got into yoyoing because of me and stuff. So it's cool.
All right,
It's cool.
final question. What's the biggest name drop you can drop here? What's the biggest shout out you've received?
Dude, I can't even think of one because I've gotten shout out a lot. But there's this page called Lad Bible on Facebook. Has like 10 million. They shouted me out. Um, Reddit, shout out to Reddit because they put me on the top page once in a
Yeah.
day. Shout out to the Reddit community for sure.
Well, Angelo, it's been awesome chatting with you. Very inspiring. Thanks for hanging out with me, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. This was nice for sure.